Slasher Spirit here, and it's so sliced to see you again. Got your favorite snacks from your local supermarket? If you did, I hope you got a good price for it. Maybe half the price? But you certainly don't want to be half off. Especially in the market of this movie, Intruder. Intruder is a movie made by one Scott Spiegel, who turns out to be a good friend to Sam Raimi, the director of Evil Dead and the Spider-Man movies. Well, apparently Scott played a role in a movie called Within the Woods, which would later become the groundwork for the Evil Dead series. But did you also know that Scott was also the man who introduced Quentin Tarantino to Lawrence Bender, who would help him produce Reservoir Dogs? Well, Scott even produced the infamous Hostel movies with Eli Roth. Who knew? Crazy world, right? Well, enough of that. You don't care about that. You're here for the movie, right? So let's bag our groceries. Maybe double bag. Let's do want to be cleaned up in aisle 666. This is Intruder. A movie begins on a moonlit night. Since Sam and Ted Raimi are in this movie, as well as Bruce Campbell himself. Ooh, even better now that Brucey is here. Anyway, the Walnut Lake Market is about to close as Jennifer and Linda are about to finish their last customers. Unfortunately for Jennifer, she's stalked by some street punk who turns out to be her ex-boyfriend, Craig, and let's just say he's not over her at all.
This is no time.
When is a good time, Jennifer, huh? A year from now, maybe 2?
Linda rings up her bosses, Danny and Bill, as Craig goes bad touch mode. Thankfully, everyone comes to her aid, but Craig, however, proves he ain't no punk bit as he's more than capable of handling himself, until he shoves Randy, played by Sam Raimi, into them to escape. Everyone is now on high alert as they search high and low for Craig as Jennifer calls the police. Shouldn't take too long, right?
Hi.
Please hold.
Don't put me on hold.
Something tells me the police will be as reliable as jump scares in today's horror movies. Craig barges in again to reconcile, but obviously she ain't interested. But now everyone finally catches him and kicks him out.
Blow the fuck off!
Beat it.
Surely that means everyone gets a raise, right? Nope. Bill and Danny announced they are closing the store by the end of the month. That means everyone will be marking everything half off, which possibly sets the stage for everyone to be potentially hacked off.
Lost your job, Joe!
As the ladies are doing their jobs, Jennifer gets one last call from Craig, obviously unsettling her. Scenes on movie is really setting up Craig as our antagonist, especially as we see his dirty looks outside. I will give the movie credit for its great use of cinematography from time to time, like this shot, that shot, and especially that. The police finally arrive as Jennifer tells them about the incident and the officers assure their safety.
Well, if you see him around here again, why, don't hesitate to call, and here's my card. No, that's not my card.
Well, they're as useful as the Nightmare on Elm Street reboot. Well, Linda packs up and gets ready to leave, but wait, is someone there? Nice cut. Oh, I meant how Joe cut the melon, not the junk up. Bill and Danny go over bills, and Bill is distraught about what will become of the market, but Danny couldn't care less. I, however, can't help but be focused on how big that spindle is in this shot. It's ominously foreshadowing something, I know it! Yep, he's dead meat for sure. Bill, in the meantime, finds some cardboard boxes, but hears a strange noise and goes to investigate.
Bitch.
Seriously, this movie seems to have a hard-on to jump cut to Joe for some reason. All the while listening to that damn 8-track. So as everyone does their nightly duties, we cut back to Randy until...
Help me!
Well, seems Daddy didn't keep a good eye out for his well-being, didn't he? We cut to Jennifer, obviously under a lot of stress, but her co-worker Dave is there to comfort her. Really comfort her. Oh, Tim, you peeping Tom. Tim, you are such a naughty boy to keep... Oh! That's not him! Uh-oh. There's Joe, still listening to his music while working. Surely nothing bad will happen to him, right? He's such a good boy. Oop! Spoke too soon. Oh, and even death, the music is still playing. Wonder what's Tim up to? Oh no! No, that beer-branded beer! That beer-branded beer! Looks like Bob might be next. Wow, this movie's dropping them like flies so fast, huh?
Oh wow, it's Tim. What a surprise. Can you actually speak, Tim? What are you, catatonic?
Uh-oh, Bob's being dragged in! Though it more looks like he's crawling in. And it looks like this is it for him because this is our Bob under pressure. We already going to Randy? Wow, this movie isn't wasting time. Wow, our killer seems strong enough to carry him by just grabbing his shoulders. But then again, that's what Randy gets for not checking every hook and cranny. Well, let's see how Dave is doing with inventory.
Hey, Bub, throw over my cutter, will you? Hey, asshole!
Oh, don't worry, Dave. Something tells me you'll need more than a bandage where you're going. But where he's going now is finding everyone, from the bathroom to the attic. There he finds nothing but holiday decorations. Oh, and Danny. Well, Barry's alive from the looks of it. Oh, here's our killer swinging into action. Wait, that blue shirt looks awfully familiar. Well, it doesn't matter now since Dave couldn't have saw this coming. The time is sometime past 2:30 a.m. It looks like Jennifer is our final girl, and she starts to look everywhere for everyone. Well, she eventually does bump into Randy, just hanging around. Obviously frightened by the sight, she hides in the meat locker armed with a meat hook. Doesn't last long as our killer chases after her, but she manages to escape by hooking his hand and using Randy to barricade the door. Now comes the part where she'll see more of her disembodied colleagues soon. Let's see. She sees blood from the manager's office, falls on the conveyor belt slide and sees Tim literally half off. Bob is consolidated into a box, and there's Joe on the conveyor belt, and the music is still playing. Seriously, that is one sturdy 8-track. But where's Dave? Oh, there he is, and he hasn't quite lost all of his head. Lights out. Whatever can she do? Well, there's only one thing you can always count on when you're in the service industry. There will always be people who'll try to come in, even when the place is clearly closed. Unfortunately for Jennifer, they're already gone.
Let me go!
Looks like Craig has officially been checked out. For now. As Jennifer processes what has happened, she finally catches up with Bill. Bill goes to call the police, but wait, she's covered in blood. And why does Bill's hand have a hole in it? Wait, did she just use the meat hook on our killer too? Uh-oh.
No!
Yep, turns out Bill was our killer. Who would have guessed? Well, some might, because there are alternate posters to this movie clearly showing that Bill is the bad guy. Way to spoil the movie, dicks! So yeah, Bill is so cuckoo for the store, and he even admitted to killing Danny since the store was his life. But then why kill everyone else?
I couldn't let anybody stop me.
I guess I just got a little carried away. I'm just crazy about this store.
Wait, I just realized something. Since Bill did kill everyone, how come Bob and Dave, who we know that they were able to see his face, didn't plead for their lives by crying out Bill's name? Like, stop Bill, why are you doing this? Oh, for the love of God, Bill, please stop. That's real convenient for the script, don't you think? So now Bill must kill Jennifer to make sure his crime is swept clean, and Jennifer arms herself with a knife and tries to break down the door. No such luck, but a delivery man might help. Well, looks like Bill got that bread, as well as Slasher Killer teleport powers. Seriously, he was inside minutes ago and managed to get outside the front door so quickly? But wait, Daddy is still alive? How could he? Oh, it's Bill, holding his disembodied head, somehow teleporting again. Well, if you can kill efficiently as he could, I certainly would boast too. But it seems Craig has recovered and gives us the details on what happened with him. He saw Bill kill Linda, then he knocked out Craig to set him up for the murders, and how he used the bathroom window to get in, which would be the key to their escape. But Bill literally butts heads with Craig as Jennifer escapes through that window to escape. Oh, there's Linda, and it seems Bill has caught up again and prepares to kill Jennifer.
Cleaver!
Suck on this!
Where'd you get the knife?
Well, Bill's dead, and Jennifer finally manages to get to a payphone to call the police.
Send you a squad car.
Sweet mother of Michael Myers, Bill! He must have so much supermarket rage left in him to push on! Just enough to push that phone booth down with his bare hands. Fortunately, Craig comes in for the save as he cleaves Bill to death, hopefully putting Bill out for retirement forever. The police finally arrive and oh, there's Bruce Campbell. Groovy. He and another officer arrest the two for questioning and
They did it.
by the blade of Jason Voorhees, he's still somehow alive? Yup. He lives long enough to pin all the killings on both of them, as they are now arrested for the crime of the murder of the entire supermarket crew. And Bill finally dies. Does he? Whew! I gotta say, this movie is quite the slice! Intruder really is a great slasher flick. There's a lot of well-crafted shots, even if there are some interesting cuts. Speaking of cuts, the kills in this movie were fatally fantastic. I will say that the movie's advertisement for its physical release over-promoted the Raimi brothers and Bruce Campbell's names. But then again, who would have guessed the Raimi brothers and Bruce Campbell's rise to fame at the time? Regardless, if you're into a great slasher movie, get this movie. This is one supermarket slasher movie to sweep up. But I'm afraid that's all for Slashtober, everyone. So until then, happy Halloween, and remember to wear a mask. After all, better to die from someone like yours truly, than to die from a disease that could slowly kill you. Trust me, it's not pretty to die that way. So for now, see you next year, my friends, for I am Slasher Spirit to tell you all to have a slice day. Also, fuck 2020!